York TAs are paid the most per hour for their TA-ships, but they often lag behind in terms of the total funding they get for their graduate studies.
Now, we are supposed to work for 10 hours only, but in actual fact, everybody far exceeds that limit because simply you cannot work and stop 10 hours when there are so much demand and when the questions come from the students.
You know, they paid me last year for 10 hours a week and I was working way more. I had 50 students. I was marking constantly and I did much more than my 10 hours a week, and I sort of feel that there has to be some sort of recognition that there is a sort of the cost of living of today and what we're dealing with.
So this fancy $65 hour is not in reality so. We get far below. And if you want to do a good job, you have to stretch, you have to go out of this 10-hour limit.
We're called part-time workers, but in actual fact, we are full-time students, and we have to stay full-time students in order to work 10 hours a week. We're also legally limited, and we actually can't work more than 10 hours a week. So that's why our pay includes money for the 10 hours of work we do each week, and also money to support us as we continue our studies and complete our degrees.
I think this strike is really important. I think, you know, as a contract worker and a TA, you know, it's always been a struggle to make my rent, to you know, have some sort of a security.
Our labor is grossly exploited. We are supposed to work only for 10 hours, but we far exceed 20 to 30 hours a week in order to give the best of our ability to our fellow students, but it is not recognized, and we are also full-time students, and we live far below poverty.
So I guess another thing that students may forget or not know about TAs as students, as graduate students, is that we also pay tuition, and we pay it the fall, winter, and summer semester, even when we're not getting necessarily full funding in the summer. So we also pay our tuition out of our pockets, and so this strike is suspending our studies as well, even though we've paid our tuition. So we're very aware of how much of a problem this actually is.